In this video, I will be going over the 5 study essentials that helped me get straight A's, maximize my productivity, and helped me to ultimately simplify and improve my life as a student. And each of the things I'm about to mention has at least one of 3 qualities. They will either help save you time studying, help to save you money for studying, or will help you improve your study focus. I've personally used all of these products to get better grades, so if you are interested, all of the things I'm going to be mentioning in this video will be down in the description below if you want to check it out. Now, the first item on our list might sound a little odd, but one of the best things that you as a student can buy is a blender. Okay, wait, come back. Let me explain. The reason a blender is such a good purchase is because of one word. Breakfast! Throughout high school and college, I was actually really surprised to hear how many of my friends ended up skipping breakfast in the morning, which is usually because they just don't have the time to make a full meal for themselves, or they were just lazy. Now, this is actually really bad because studies have actually shown that those who learn while being hungry actually have decreased academic performance and cognition while learning. And as a student, this is definitely not what we want when we are trying to do our best academically. Now, blenders are absolutely fantastic because all you need to do is get some fruit or protein powder or whatever things you want and then just toss them all into the blender. And once you have your smoothie ready, you can easily just take the smoothie with you on the go to school so that you can still feel full and get all the nutrients that you need to do your best during the school day and during your study session. Now, as you've already noticed, I personally use a full-size blender and then I take the smoothie and then pour it out into a cup to take to school. But there are some really cool blenders out there where the cup itself is the blender. So you can just blend up your smoothie, take it with you on the go, and you don't even have to worry about cleaning it up afterwards. So either way, blenders are fantastic because 1, they save you a lot of time, but 2, they can also save you a ton of money. This is because if you buy your fruits and vegetables in bulk and then use that in your smoothies, the cost per smoothie is actually extremely cheap. So if you are a student who's on a budget, this can be a great option for saving some cash. So yeah, if you didn't already notice, I am a huge fan of blenders and I think you should definitely get one if you don't have one already. Now, next up on our list is something that I've used a ton ever since we were stuck in quarantine, and that is a fidget toy. Now, there are a ton of fidget toys on the market right now, so you could probably have a field day trying to figure out which one is the best. But for me, the best fidget toys that you can get are the ones that you can play with just one hand while you're writing or doing some kind of other activity. I personally really enjoy using this Wacky Track fidget toy. I believe I've had it for about 4 years and it's still holding up perfectly well. And a pack of 5 of these is extremely cheap to get online. I personally really enjoy using fidget toys because I'm a naturally fidgety person. So it's really nice to be able to divert my energy into something else while I'm doing something like studying or other kind of work. Now, there are a ton of other fidget toys in the market right now, like the fidget cube, which I'm sure you've already heard of. And studies have actually shown that some kind of light physical activity during your studying can actually help to improve your focus. This is why you might find yourself tapping your foot or playing with a pencil while you're studying, because it's actually hardwired in our brain to have a little bit of physical activity to help us focus. So no, fidget toys are definitely not just for kids. Everyone can benefit from using them, and I've personally used them a lot to focus during my long study sessions, so I'm sure that if you get one, it will help you as well. Now, for the next item on our list, I actually found out about this pretty recently, but that is an Amazon Prime student subscription. I'm sure many of you out there use Amazon in some capacity to get goods shipped directly to your door. But many of you might not actually know that Amazon has its own Prime subscription service made specifically for students. This allows you to get all of the traditional Prime benefits like movies, TV, free Prime shipping, and all of those other bells and whistles of Prime for 50% off of the original cost of a Prime membership. So in total, this equates to around like $6-7 a month, which is actually really good considering that this is a huge savings on a traditional Prime subscription. They also have a couple of Prime student exclusive perks, like free delivery on food, which is included with your subscription, and free access to Kindle Unlimited, which is their ebook reading service. Now, obviously, this can save you a ton of time because you're getting all of your study materials and other things shipped directly to your door. But it can also save you a ton of money because Amazon is well known for having some of the best deals on a wide range of study products or anything that you might need as a student. And the best part is if you click on the link in my description below, you will get a completely free 6-month subscription to Prime Student, which is an absolutely insane amount of time. And this will give you a chance to completely try out Prime Student and its features to figure out if it's really the right thing for you. So if you haven't gotten yourself a Prime subscription or don't use Amazon that often, this can be the perfect opportunity to check it out. Next up on our study essentials list is some type of smart speaker. Now, smart speakers are phenomenal at improving your focus during long study sessions because you can only really use them for information and music and not necessarily for other entertainment. As students, one of the biggest things that's preventing us from having quality study sessions are distractions, things like our phone, games, or basically anything else we would rather be doing instead of studying. And once you get into the rabbit hole of using your phone, even for just a minute, this can inevitably end up with you scrolling TikTok, and it can be nearly impossible to get back into the groove of studying. Now, smart speakers don't have the bells and whistles of a physical screen, so if you do have a question and need some information, or just have a basic math problem, you can ask your smart speaker. And it will give you all of the information that you need without the potential for distractions and notifications that might get in the way of your study session. So not only does this increase your focus by not distracting you, but it will also save you a ton of time in the end, since you can use your smart speaker to control music, lights, and the environment that you're studying in, without having to get up and open up another tab on your computer and ultimately ruin your focus. Now, I personally use the Google Home Mini, but the Amazon Echo Dot also works perfectly well, and it's ultimately up to your personal preference. Either way, they are both extremely helpful, and hey, it might even make you feel like you have friends. Hey Google, will you be my friend?
I love being your friend. I'm the Barney to your Fred Flintstone.
We're best friends. Before we get into the next study essential, if you're enjoying this video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Now, the last item on our list is something that is highly underrated, and that is a notebook and a high quality pen. Now, especially if you are a college student, you might notice that you don't actually need a notebook or pen and paper for anything anymore, because most of your assignments are administered solely online. However, I would highly recommend that you use a physical notebook and a pen to take your notes during class as opposed to using a computer. This is because studies have actually shown that physically writing down notes onto paper helps you to remember the information much better than if you are to type it out digitally. Also, as I've mentioned on the channel before, having a notebook is extremely helpful when you are trying to journal, which can help you to feel more in tune with your assignments and your overall mental well-being, which is extremely crucial to have as a student. However, it's really important to note that writing in your notebook is going to suck unless you have a really nice high-quality pen. I personally love using these Papermate Inkjoy pens. They are super duper smooth to write with, and they're just honestly a really nice and high-quality pen. A pack of them is pretty cheap, and the overall experience is really nice, so I highly recommend that you check them out. So if you are going to be writing a lot, just forget about using those cheap, low-quality pens that you can get from the doctor's office, and really invest in a set of high-quality pens that will provide you with a lot of value and will ultimately just make your writing experience so much better. And it's always just good to practice writing and mindfulness as a student, which is something that we don't do nearly as much as we probably should be. Now, these were the 5 study essentials that will help to maximize your productivity and help to me to get straight A's. And as I mentioned before, all the items that I mentioned in this video will be down in the description below if you want to check them out. But if you want to know more about the things that you as a student might be wasting your money on, be sure to click the video right here. As always, if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe and comment down below and let me know if this video helped you out. But that's it for now, so I'll see you in the next one.